I used to be a 911 operator. Working the graveyard shift, you get a lot of bogus calls. It seems like all of the crazies come out at night. Well, one night it was different. An elderly woman called in about some noise in her downstairs basement at around 12 o'clock. She said it sounded like someone or something was running wildly through her house, tearing it up, knocking over furniture, so on and so forth. So, as it's protocol, we can't take any call lightly. 2 officers were dispatched to check out the disturbance. Upon arrival, they found that there was nothing out of place, knocked over, broken, or otherwise missing. And there were also no signs of forced entry. The officers in question took down our information and just wrote it off as an isolated incident. All of us thought nothing else of it. The next night, the same call, same time, but her speech pattern was a bit off when compared to the previous night. Like she saw what was tearing up her downstairs basement. In the middle of her sentence, she was immediately and abruptly interrupted by a blood-curdling scream. Officers were immediately dispatched, and upon arrival, they found the woman deceased in her kitchen. She had bite marks all over her body, and it appeared as if her throat had been ripped out. The officers requested backup as well as animal control, as there may be multiple suspects or an animal on the loose. The officers split up and checked every room in the house. One officer went downstairs and checked every square inch of the basement. There was one door at the back of the basement that was locked. He called for assistance to get the door unlocked. Once opened, they checked inside the small room, only to find the remains of a dog. The rate of decomposition showed that the dog had been dead for well over 15 years. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that the various bite marks all over the woman's body, as well as the wound on her throat, were all caused by a dog. I found it all to be a bit coincidental. I took it upon myself to check dental records from the dog's remains, and we found and compared them to the wounds on the woman's body. They were an exact match. I resigned the following day and haven't left my house in over a month. Every now and again I hear scratching at my door late at night, around the same time I got the final call from her. I dare not check what it is, out of fear that I will end up the same way.